Welcome to the Robbins Safari final round for Ahashak Disc Golf Travel Points League explanation. The Safari layout, all river OB plays where it leaves the field of play, nothing new about that. All other OB are play as hazards. All mandatories are play from center, and I will explain how that works in a second. Only worry about your total numbers per hole. They don't match up in UDs. There's a combination of long and short holes just to make it even so we don't spend 4 hours there. Points are triple, tiebreaker winners are round placement, shotgun stars. I will post the positions on the website, medal prizes at the end, and then normal check-in time and star. And if there is no aces, all the ace pool, money pool will get split up at the end. So hole 1, 342 feet, par 4. What you do is you start from the tower, okay? And as you start from the tower, the OB, it's the river and the fence. Anything inside there, it is in bounds. So usually, traditionally, that's out of bounds. All that is in bounds, okay? So all you gotta do is just get yourself to that area and then play. Some people might be able to go for eagle, chancing to go in the river, but first hole. Second hole, play from the road, 402 feet, par 4. Everything on the right, it's hazard, okay? Now, you can choose to re-tee if for some reason you get a really bad throw and then it's deep there, but it's all play as a hazard if you want, unless you want to re-tee. Now, there is a mandatory on the tower right there where it usually is. Now, let's say you miss the mandatory. You don't play from the drop zone there. You actually play from the middle of the field. So the mandatory is the tower and the left side tree. Okay, that's actually a mandatory gap. And then once you go past the mandatory, you just got about 100 feet or so to the pen. Hole 3, island hole. You can choose to go between these two trees. That would probably be the normal play for most players, but it is an island hole, so everything there will be marked with flags. Anything past the fence, it will be on an island. You miss the island, it is a hazard island unless it goes into the river. Hole 4, 235 feet, par 3. This hole actually plays regular. There's no mandatories or anything. It would just, I think it would just become too hard, honestly. So I left the home as usual. This is the forehand if you're a righty, the backhand if you're a lefty line, but this hole plays as it always does. Hole 5 is 100% potential hole. You start from just across the river and then go at it. This is where hopefully we get a few aces on the day, 125 feet. Hole 6, 188 feet, par 3. It starts from the from past the tunnel. And everything before, it's a hazard. So you have to make the river. You cannot lay out before the river. If you're in the river, it's obviously a stroke penalty. If you're before, it's a hazard play. Hole 7, 154 feet. This plays from the normal drop zone. Everything before the river is hazard play, and this is just the normal play. So this is another aceable hole. Hole A 280 par 4, you come from an angle and then you gotta choose to go left of the little tree there or right. You wanna go past the mandatory, which is the tower there, and you have a choice. You can go for an eagle if you want to, or you can lay early. That's up to you what to choose there. But if you decide to go early, then it's just a straight route to get a birdie. But some players with longer throws may want a chance for that eagle chance on this hole. Hole 9 258 par 3. It actually just plays exactly as it does. I didn't change anything. I thought this hole was intended to play really just one way. If I put any mandatories or I put anything weird on this hole, it was just gonna create a bottleneck for teams and it would just take too long. So this is just your normal hole. OB river on the right, rest of the hole is just as intended. Throw a backhand hyzer into the hole. If you're a lefty, a forehand, and just get yourself close to the pin. This is a shorter hole, hole 10, 177 feet, par 3, play from the gap, and then there is no mandatories here. So this is another hole in this. I just want to give a chance for players to either take a shot at an ace if they wanted to with an inside hyzer there, or a forehand wide, or just to try to get an easy birdie throwing a putter. This is already one of the most difficult holes, so I didn't change a single thing, no mandatories. The only thing that you have to worry about is the out of bound river at the end of it, but it's hole 11, 174 feet straight down the tunnel, and it just plays as intended right now. Hole 12, I cut it from the angle, and then what it is I thought about making a mandatory, but it will not be a mandatory. Just giving a chance for a long par 3 through the gap just to speed things up. I got too many holes with too much distance, so this is just a regular hole. Hole 13, to speed up play again, 160 feet, par 3. You start early from the gap. There is a mandatory, so these 2 trees are mandatories right now, and you have to throw on those 2 trees. Just to make it, you miss those 2 trees, you come back from the gap. So let me show you one more time just to make clear. So those 2 trees right there central that the drone is about to go through, that is the mandatory. You have to throw a shot in between those 2. I didn't want people cutting the gap to the right. And then from there, just a normal pay layout, even though it's hidden there. Let me get the drone to the left so you can see it. And just place as intended from that hole with a mandatory. Hole 14, 240 feet. Par 3, just regular hole, so place as intended, no mandatories or anything. The only thing to worry about is the river. It's out of bounds on the right side, but the hole just plays as a normal hole here at Robbins. Hole 15, so we're playing the par 4 at Robbins. Everything is as intended. There's hazards all on the right side, so there's not out of bounds on the right side. It's 100% hazard on that flower beds. You can have two chances. If you got a long throw, you can go for the pen. If you are like me and have no arm at all, you're gonna play short into that area and then take a second shot close to the basket and then try to get yourself a birdie before the monster hole of the entire evening. Hole 16, 717 feet, par 5. Start far away with a canopy so you can go around it. You could try a hyzer, but you'll probably find yourself out of bounds. So you're gonna have to figure out how much you want to chew with a low canopy. Once you get around here, that's the normal hole, 650 feet. Everything left and everything right, it's hazard only. Okay, so it's not out of bounds. It's just hazard only. You don't have to worry about where it left the field of play. You just worry about where you are on the course. So that's the first shot. Your second shot should land around here. This is about 350 yards, 350 feet from the pin, and then from there you gotta choose: do you lay out or do you go for the eagle? And then this is about 350 feet, and then if you get yourself into this position, you'll be in really good shape for eagle, or you can play two shots here to secure a birdie. Hole 17 plays as usual. It's already a fairly difficult hole because the entire left side is river OB, so just want to keep it in check just to make sure we're not spending too much time. This hole can backlog a few teams, so we just keep it the same way. River is out of bounds rule, everything else it's in bounds, and then just want to show the back of the pin. That's where you go to play the next hole. Hole 18, I shortened it. The reason why is because it's a hazard. On hole 16, there might be some shots near the tee pad, so I didn't want to risk that. So I just want to make your last ace chance before you're done with the course. But this is Robbins. I will be posting the pairings as soon as I can and letting everybody know where they're starting. But I appreciate you for watching. If you got any questions, let me know.